Desire, the unstoppable force, the fire inside you that can turn the impossible into possible. Napoleon Hill said, "A burning desire is the starting point of all achievement." But what is burning desire? It is not a wish. It is not a passing dream. It is the kind of obsession that keeps you awake at night. The kind that refuses to die, even when everything goes wrong. This is the true story of a man who had nothing, but his burning desire changed his destiny and changed the world. In a small house in Indiana, USA, in the year 1890, a baby was born. His name was Harland Sanders. Harland's life was never easy. His father died when he was just 5 years old. His mother had to work in a factory, so little Harland had to cook for his younger brother and sister. By the age of 7, he had learned to cook bread, vegetables, and fried chicken. That skill would one day change his life, but at the time, he had no idea. School was difficult for Harland. He dropped out. By the age of 16, he had already worked as a farmhand, a painter, a streetcar conductor, and a railroad fireman. Every job he tried, either he was fired or he quit. By the time he turned 40, he had failed at more than a dozen jobs. Most people would have given up. Most people would have said, "Maybe I'm just unlucky." But Harland had something most people didn't have: a burning desire to keep going, even if the path was full of failures. One day, he started cooking fried chicken at a small service station in Kentucky. He didn't have a restaurant. He served meals to travelers right in his living quarters. People loved his chicken. They loved the flavor, the crispiness, the secret mix of herbs and spices. Word spread. Soon, Harland opened a small restaurant. It was successful. He finally felt like his life was turning around. But then, life tested his desire. In 1955, a new highway was built that took traffic away from his restaurant. Business collapsed. Harland, now 65 years old, was broke. Most people would have retired, but not him. He still had his recipe, and he still had his burning desire. With a small Social Security check of $105, Harland got into his old car. He started traveling from restaurant to restaurant. He offered to cook chicken for the owners. If they liked it, he proposed a deal. They could use his recipe, and in return, he would take a small commission for every chicken sold. Do you know how many restaurants said no? More than 1,000. Yes, over 1,000 rejections. But every no made his desire stronger, because he believed that somewhere out there, a yes was waiting. Finally, one restaurant owner said yes, then another, and another. Soon, his recipe spread across the country. That burning desire gave birth to one of the most famous brands in the world. Colonel Sanders became a millionaire in his 70s. His face became a global icon. From losing everything at 65 to building an empire, his story proves one thing: a burning desire doesn't have an expiry date. It's never too late to start. Rejections are not the end. They are just steps toward your yes. Your desire must be stronger than your excuses. Believe in your product or your skill, even when nobody else does. Colonel Sanders didn't just sell chicken. He sold proof that no dream is too big and no age is too late. So I ask you, what is your burning desire? And what are you doing every single day to make it real? If this story inspired you, subscribe to Journey of Leaders. Turn on the bell icon because your journey starts today.